Kobalt has updated their blue line of 24-volt tools to be more competitive in the market, more powerful, a little bit smaller. This is their more DIY line. The XTR line is going to be their higher end line. They're going to continue to have this blue line in Gen 3, and the XTR line is their more premium line. This kit here that I have in front of me is their new 4-piece kit. It is $249 in the store, and what I like about it is it comes with a 4 amp hour battery. Many of these kits will send you away with a 2 amp hour battery, which I have here, and it's pretty useless when we get into the larger items that you might be using and it doesn't have the runtime. So they're forcing you into buying another battery. Well, the benefit of Kobalt's line is that their batteries are fairly inexpensive, and if you drop back a few videos or do a search on our channel, you notice that we did a battery test here. We compared the 4 amp hour extended run, we did the ultimate batteries, kind of showed you the voltage levels that they all hold and the performance differences. So if you're going to upgrade and buy that second battery, this 4 amp hour ultimate is definitely where to go, and you're going to see a performance difference in the tool, most likely. Not in this light, but in the other tools. And we'll run through that as we go through what the higher portion of these tools can do. We're not going to look at the little size stuff. We're going to put some big drill bits on this stuff and go. Now, one thing I really appreciate that Kobalt's doing for safety is giving you the auxiliary handle with the drill. Now, this is a big auxiliary handle, but it's safety. So if you're using something like what I'm going to be doing with larger bore bits, or you're doing something on low on that drill, use this. It's not something that is included with many of their bottom end kits across the board, and I think it should be, because you can hurt your wrist pretty easy even with only 851 pounds. Let's get to drilling. The drill that comes in this kit is a 1/2 inch drill driver. It is not a hammer drill as you would expect. It's got 2 speeds right up here in front, very standard forward and reverse. Pretty easy here to use. Nice metal 1/2 inch chuck. You also have the drill mode here with 23 different settings for clutch settings, which is pretty awesome. We're gonna go back to the drill mode, put this drill bit in. This is gonna be probably one of the largest bits you're gonna use as far as how it would work in the drill mode. Let's just test out the clutch quick. And here it does have a mechanical clutch, which is nice. This is 851 foot-pounds. Let's just see how it'll go through here. Not bad, and that's just with the extended run battery. If we change this out to the ultimate battery, you should see a slight increase in speed as the voltage will be higher, but check the description. You can go back, and I went over the hammer drill that's very similar to this, and you can see the voltage differences. There is definitely a big difference in power, and if you don't believe me, you should really go back and check that video out. It's really good to see what these tools will do with different batteries. Now we're on speed level 1. We have a 2 3/4 inch bore bit. It's normal extended run battery here. This is on low, so we're just gonna chew through this. Pretty amazing when we're talking about the bottom tier tools and we're able to take this drill bit and just chew through this. Now we're over to the ultimate. Let's go through again. Because we're in low, you probably don't see the difference here. Speed-wise, we're not changing a whole bunch, but I'll tell you there is a definite feel difference here of power when we get up to the ultimate. This drill is pretty amazing and very controllable, something that's going to be great for someone who's jumping in this kit. And I don't say that too often when we're talking about bottom of the line kits, because this drill will do almost anything most homeowners and high-end prosumers will want it to do. This impact driver has up to 2,000 inch-pounds of torque. That's pretty amazing. It is a 3-speed, and you also have a finish mode and a self-tapper mode. And those modes are something that's usually found on a little bit higher end stuff. But here, I at least like that we have 3 speeds, and it's nice that you have the option. If you're building a barn, putting on some different metal siding or anything, that self-tapping mode is going to be great. It's going to allow you to spin that fastener very quick to get in, and then it'll slow down the impacting so you don't over torque. Level modes here as far as what we got, pretty nice. We're going to go right to 3. We got an LED light up front. We're running our extended run battery. We're just going to do some longer lags. Now if you'll see here, we have a knot in this wood here and a knot on top. We're going to kind of line some of that up just to see how this is going to do as far as power. So if you're driving lags for a deck or anything like that, this is going to have zero issue taking anything that you have through. That's nice. Now if we take our ultimate battery that fell on the floor, just kind of pump up to this guy. Let's see if we can see any difference in that. No doubt, this is one tool that I think you can watch the difference in how quickly these lags get sunk with this bigger battery. With that said, even just with the extended runtime battery, this impact driver is giving you just about anything you'd need to build a full deck, giving you the lightweight tool. I'm just impressed that this is actually their bottom of the line impact driver. This recip saw, 1.25" stroke, 2 speeds. That's up here on this handle. Speed 1, speed 2, 3,200 strokes per minute on speed 2. We do have an adjustable shoe at the end, which is pretty much not ever seen, in my opinion, in these lower end tools. Again, pretty impressed with that. LED light that's up top, I'm not sure that that's going to give us much help on this. You'd probably rather see that on the bottom, but at least it does have an LED light. Rafter hook is here if you wanted to hang this. I think that's something that we also see on higher end tools. Pretty comfortable to hang on to at this point in time. We're going to go right for speed 2 and do a little bit of cutting here. Now that's a big cut, and there was a lot of vibration, mostly because I'm not able to hang on to this and I'm getting a lot of movement. I'll tell you, it felt a little bit slow. And the reason why it felt slow is because I clicked it over to speed 1. That just seemed like it made sense there. It didn't. I got to go to speed 2. Let's go at this again. Big difference there. So if you're looking at what this will do, it's actually not bad. I was surprised on the first cut thinking, wow, that's slow, but once you get it in the right speed, let's check it out with this ultimate battery. So we got into that knot at the end, and I was applying some pressure that probably made this cut a little bit slower. Still very impressive for what it'll do, and I'm running the stock Kobalt blade, so we know we can only get a little bit better. Let's go one more cut through this, knowing we're going to hit that knot at the end. Knot's only getting bigger and more in the center. That's very impressive for a blue line tool. Something I think a lot of people could grab onto this and be very happy with. Watch out for that speed control. The last tool in this kit is a standard flashlight that we seem to see in almost every kit. There's nothing special about this. It's an LED light. It does say on here, do not use in the rain, so I would keep this fairly dry. It does have a way to hang it if you wanted to, and it also can move the head up and down. This is a standard click. Just pull the trigger, it'll click on. That's all you got. Now, as far as light, it's not horrible. It does have a hot spot in the center, and if we look, there is plenty of light going around the outside to give you a little bit more of a flood. But again, pretty standard. This is something that is one of those throw-in tools to get me to a 4-tool kit, in my opinion. Not anything that is something to jump up and down about, but you would have a flashlight that would work on the same battery platform. As we are going through these tools, keep in mind that we're looking at what the max capacity is for most of these and trying to show you what the tool will do in its highest end performance. That just seems to give you an idea of what you can do with these tools and what your limitations are. To be honest, this drill is pretty amazing as far as what it will accomplish and where it's sitting as far as a line. I hate to even say this is the bottom of the line tool, because for many brands, if you shop Lowe's, Home Depot, anything else, you will not find what you will on these tools in their bottom end package. Auxiliary handle on the drill, full metal chuck, the ability for this tool to just rip right through. The fact that you have a 4-amp-hour battery that comes with it, I think that's pretty huge. The impact driver that has multiple different modes, a finish mode, a self-tapping mode. So it's gonna allow you to have the different modes for like woodworking. If you're gonna slow this guy down to computer assisted instead of your trigger finger, although everything's variable speed. I prefer that trigger finger, but then you have 3 speeds on here. This is something, again, we don't see in the bottom end tools, even in some of the higher end brands, because they'll just throw a single speed out there or a 2-speed, and then they'll make you pay to get more. So pretty sweet, pretty good performance out of the impact driver. And then the recip saw, I don't want to say this is a standard recip saw, because most recip saws that come out are going to be single speed. Here you have dual speed and you have an adjustable shoe. That adjustable shoe is pretty awesome. I mean, that allows you to use your blades to the max ability, adjust where you're cutting and save blade material. That speed sensor is going to slow you down if you're cutting through metal, which too will save blades. Help you out a little bit so you don't have to just rely on that variable speed trigger. I like that. I like that you get this stuff in the bottom line tools. Teach people a little bit who are buying these what they can and can't do, or why they should do something this way. It's pretty amazing. Nothing special for me to say about that flashlight. It is a flashlight. Keep it out of the rain. My opinion on this, if you're gonna throw this in, make it watertight. That would be awesome. Make it so that you could use this hunting, make it so you could use it fishing, make it so you could go out and do whatever you want to and not worry about rain and what could happen to it. But either way, 5-year warranty on the tools, 3-year warranty on the battery. And one of the reasons I like the Kobalt line is these batteries are inexpensive and they do offer great options. Again, I'm going to put a link in the description not only to this set of tools but to the video that we went over that shows all the batteries and the performance, so you can kind of understand what battery you might want to purchase if you have this kit or are looking for this. We're also going to look at some of their XTR line, just kind of see what's out there and follow what this new tool situation is going to bring for the Kobalt line. I think that'll be quite interesting. As always, I appreciate your time. Give us a like in this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you again. Have a great day.